You know how there are lots of great anime out there? Well, there are also some amazing shows that nobody talks about. So, let's play a game. I'm going to showcase some of my favorite unheard of or underrated anime, and let's see if I can find something new to add to your watch lists. I've picked a good mix of anime, so there's something here for everyone. So, let's see if I can recommend a show that you've never heard of before. Keep track and let me know in the comments how many of these you've seen. Ready? Let's go. This anime is one of the funniest shows I've ever seen, and it gets extra credit for Best Lolly Necromancer, Eucliwood Hellscythe. Oh yes. Ayumu Aikawa is a 16-year-old high school student who gets tragically murdered while checking out a creepy house. But soon after, he wakes up next to a strange girl in armor named Eucliwood Hellscythe. She's a necromancer who brought Ayumu back to life, turning him into a zombie. So now that he can't die, Ayumu wants to find out who killed him. Understandable. So one day, while searching in a cemetery, he meets a loud girl named Haruna. She's dressed like a magical girl and fighting a bear with a chainsaw. Now, after she defeats the bear, Haruna tries to erase Ayumu's memories of her, but instead, Ayumu ends up taking her magic. Now, without her powers, Haruna tells Ayumu that he has to take her place and fight strange creatures called Megalo. These monsters cause trouble in the human world, and now it's up to Ayumu to stop them as a magical girl boy. This anime is called Is This a Zombie? It came out 13 years ago and it's still one of my favorites to this day. This next one features a protagonist who rivals Gojo when it comes to Riz. Oh, and did I mention it also has a cat girl waifu in it? Yes, it does. So the Alzano Empire is home to one of the best schools in the world, the Alzano Imperial Magic Academy. Here, students train hard to become great magicians. Among the students, we have Sistine Feeble, a serious noble girl, and the cat girl waifu, and her cheerful best friend Rumia Tingle. The two are determined to improve their magical skills. However, things get shaken up when their favorite teacher suddenly retires and the new teacher named Glenn Radars takes over. Glenn is lazy and doesn't seem to care much about teaching or magic, which frustrates the class. But as strange and dangerous events start happening around the Empire, Sistine, Rumia, and Glenn find themselves involved in these mysteries. Sistine dreams of a floating sky castle, Rumia has a troubled past, and Glenn may not be what he seems. This anime is Akashic Records of a bastard magic instructor, and seriously, one of the best I've seen, hands down. Okay, I won't lie to you here, I originally watched this anime because I found this hot goth butterfly girl and I wanted to know more about her, but I actually got a real fun anime out of it. So that's a win. So we have Horiyuki Arata. He's a middle schooler who is bullied and feels sad a lot. He finds happiness in playing online games. Now, one day he sees his high scores have been beaten by Kuroyuki Hime, the popular vice president of the student council. So she invites him to the student lounge and shows him a program called Brainburst. This program lets users speed up their brainwaves so much that time seems to stop. Brainburst is also an augmented reality fighting game. To keep using Brainburst, users need to win duels against other players, but if they lose all their points, then they can't use Brainburst anymore. Now, Kuroyuki Hime tells Horiyuki that she needs his help. She wants to meet the creator of Brainburst and find out why it was made. To do this, she has to defeat the 6 Kings of Pure Color, who are powerful leaders in the game and reach level 10. The highest level. This anime is called Accel World, and it's written by the same author who made that very small, very well-loved series called Sword Art Online. Okay, what would you do if the hottest girl in your school turned out to be a gamer just like you and wanted you, yes you, to join her club? Well, this anime explores that. Keita Amano is a regular high school student who loves playing video games. One day, his life changes when he meets the cutest girl in school, Karrarin Tendo. Karrarin is a top student and the school's idol, so she finds out that Keita is a gamer and really wants him to join the game club. When he visits the club, he sees a side of gaming that's very different from what he loves. And now, Karrarin's interest in Keita turns his normal, quiet life upside down. Suddenly, his days are filled with surprises, awkward moments, and a bit of chaos. Every day becomes a funny struggle for Keita as he tries to handle these new, unexpected changes. This anime is called Gamers, and honestly, it's worth it for Karrarin alone. But if you need a good comedy romance in your life, then yeah, I'd say this is the one. Okay, I honestly can't believe this next title is making the list. I was surprised that there are a lot of people out there that don't know about this absolute banger of an anime. And I'm sure a lot of you are going to tick this off your list, but it's here just in case. So, Night Raid is a secret group of assassins working for the Revolutionary Army. They want to get rid of Prime Minister Honest, who is greedy and uses the young emperor's lack of experience to gain power. Because of this, the country is suffering with poverty and problems, and even though the members of Night Raid are skilled killers, they know what they do is dangerous and could lead to consequences. So it follows Tatsumi, a young and innocent boy from a small village. He joins Night Raid. He started this journey to help his poor hometown and was impressed by Night Raid's strong beliefs and determination. This is Akame ga Kill, and it follows Tatsumi as he battles against the Empire, faces strong enemies, deals with powerful weapons, and learns what it truly means to be an assassin fighting for a cause. It also has best girls Akame and Esdeath, who are more than worth watching this anime for, but be warned. Go into this anime with your emotions guarded because, well, you'll see. This next one was one of my favorite new anime to come out in 2020, and it really didn't get the love it deserved. It follows high school student Kaname Sudo, who gets an invite from a classmate to play a mobile game called Darwin's Game. When he opens the app, a green snake jumps out of his phone and bites his neck. This makes him pass out. He wakes up in the school infirmary with no snake bite marks and is told to go home and rest. Dazed and confused, he just thinks it was a strange dream and he just heads home. Curious about this dream, Kaname opens the app up again, and it looks like a regular battle game, so he starts his first match, feeling quite relieved that it was just a game. But then his opponent from the game appears in real life and tries to attack him with a knife. Kaname doesn't know that Darwin's Game is a fight between life and death. The players in the game get a special power called a sigil, which is different for each player. Stuck in this dangerous game where players try to kill each other, Kaname decides that he will win the game and find the person who created it, known as the Game Master, and stop him. This anime is Darwin's Game, and it'll keep you on the edge of your seat, and it also has one of the best ending songs ever, so check that out. Let's jump into the realm of horror, shall we? But be warned, you'll never look at an umbrella the same way again after this anime. So, in Class 3-3 of Yomiyama North Junior High, a new student named Koichi Sakikabara returns after being sick for the first month of school. He meets Mei Misaki, a quiet girl with an eye patch, and feels drawn to her. However, his classmates act like Mei doesn't exist and warn him to stay way away from her. Of course, ignoring their warnings, Koichi becomes friends with Mei and soon learns why everyone is so scared. So, there's a scary story about a former student in their class, but no one will tell Koichi the whole truth. Of course, being curious about the curse that haunts his class, Koichi decides to find out how it's connected to Mei. As bad things start happening around them, Koichi, Mei, and their classmates must solve the spooky mystery, but figuring it out is of course very dangerous. This anime is an absolute classic called Another, and it'll keep your eyes firmly focused on its story. Well, while you're not peeping from behind your fingers anyway. Are you a fan of survival anime? Well, you're gonna love this one. Ryota Sakamoto is a young man who lives with his mom and doesn't have a job. His biggest achievement is being the best player in Japan at the online game Btooom. However, his life changes when he wakes up on a strange island with no idea how he got there. He sees that there's a small green crystal in his hand, and he soon realizes that someone has turned his favorite game into a real-life battle where he must fight to survive. Now, on the island, each player has a bag of special bombs called Btooom. To escape, they must defeat 7 other players and take their green crystals. Ryota doesn't want to hurt anyone at first, but he soon sees that some players are very, very dangerous. He teams up with a girl named Himiko who also plays Btooom, and together they try to find a way off the island and uncover the truth behind this deadly game. This anime is called Btooom, and this is survival anime done right. So, how did you score? Let me know in the comments, and if you want a round 2, then hit the like button so I know to do so. And if I didn't find a new anime for you to watch here, then check out this video where I showcase the best new anime coming out this summer 2024 season.